So we're here to solve this Valentine's Day Yajilin puzzle by Serkan Yürekli with 2 clue clusters, and we colored this grid creatively to get the look of the hearts to stand out. Shading in the crook of those hearts and putting in some known cells, we've got cases where we've got the 0 down clue marking a set of unused cells, the 0 left clue doing the same. Actually, this 4 up clue is probably the place most people start. There are 7 white cells left in this column, and we need to have a single cell between those, so 4 plus 3 is 7. Marking that in and then having the loop end start to go through these sections and start to corner around the cells where they're marked in. You'll see this turning up, closing off this space. This comes up and over, and we close out the loop. So the right side is fairly easy in this puzzle. Using some notations we do in other spaces, we've got 2 to the left takes a square here or here, and a square here or here, but I mark those with an X. The 2 down does a similar thing. Notice taking this cell would isolate part of the grid. So here's a case where we got to go to the right, and that also means we got to go down. That will actually finish this one to the left clue and put in these loop ends. We still need one more shaded cell from this 2 down clue. Shading this one isolates the cell, so it's not this one. And it's important to see the effect if we actually put a shaded cell near this X. It's one reason we mark them in. What we actually would do is both close this loop off, but also force it to form this corner cell. So we'd make a 3 or 4-way cell, which is not part of a valid loop. So this is also an unusable cell. That puts this in, loop comes down, these loop ends come over. We got a corner around this, moves the square down. Got a corner around this. I guess the last clue to really look at is this 2 down clue. First things first, it can't take the cell near the corner, because that would isolate a cell. And another thing to think about, and it's maybe seen in 2 ways. One way is to look at these 2 squares together and recognize when we do this, we're going to make a 3-way junction. But a different way to see it is really just with this square, and this is the key step in this puzzle if you didn't catch it. If this square is shaded, we actually move one more loop end up to the top here, and we'd have 3 together, and that would cause an issue. So visually, this square breaks parity if it gets shaded in. Once that's marked off, and also this one down here marked off, we have just 2 squares left that can be shaded. Got to come through this channel. We've got 2 ends down here, so not this 3rd end, so that goes up. Cornering gives us this. That cell can't be taken, and cornering gets us this completion of the loop. So good way to start the week. It had at least a little bit of work at the end of the puzzle with this 2 down clue, but otherwise a standard enough Yajilin, but really good use of the Valentine's theme, and hope you got something from this video, particularly if you got stuck at the end there. Thanks, we'll see you again soon.